All right, welcome to The Explainer, the game we've all been waiting for. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 is finally creeping up on us. And of course, the big question for all you console players is, which machine is going to do this dark, gothic world justice? Today, we are sinking our teeth into a head-to-head graphics showdown to find out. We're talking about how well the hardware can bring those rain-slick streets and neon-soaked alleys to life. So, looking at the first bits of footage, which console is really set up to give us the most immersive vampiric experience? To get to the bottom of this, let's talk about color. For a game that is just steeped in mood, the way each console handles the color palette and saturation is absolutely critical. Is the world going to be super vibrant, totally washed out, or somewhere in that sweet spot in between? The first console our source actually calls out isn't the PS5 or the superpowered Series X, it's the Xbox Series S. It's often seen as the, budget option, but Gaming Cow's analysis specifically gives it props for a balanced color presentation. That suggests a really carefully tuned experience, doesn't it? The PS5 gets praised for so amazing colors, which makes me think it's probably got a more vibrant, high-contrast look going on.
So for our next point, we are zooming way in to see which console can handle all those fine textures and little bits of clutter that sell a true next-gen world.
Okay, this is where things get really nitty-gritty. We're talking about the small stuff that creates that sense of immersion. The texture of wet cobblestones, the detailed stitching on a character's coat, all the grime in the back alleys. Which console makes those details feel the most real? It looks like Gaming Cow gives a pretty clear win to the PlayStation 5. Their analysis points out that even the little detailing is sharp and easy to see. And that's not just about looking cool. It means the world feels more tangible, more real, and less like just a digital background. The source describes the level of detail on both the Series X and the Series S as almost similar. The development tools are letting them achieve a really comparable level of world detail, which is pretty impressive. We've got the PS5 taking the lead on detail, and the Series S getting a shout out for its color balance. Let's talk about that final piece of the puzzle, raw performance. And look, here's some fantastic news no matter which console you've got sitting under your TV. The source reports that the actual game performance is just amazing. It means a smooth, responsive experience seems to be a top priority for the developers across the board. So when you actually dig into the breakdown, the PS5 and the Xbox Series X are basically running lockstep, both delivering a really great level of performance. But the real surprise here might be the Series S. It's earning its own praise for great performance, proving it is absolutely a capable machine for this game. All right, so after all that, after breaking down the colors, the details, and the performance, what's the bottom line? What does this all mean for you when you're deciding where to play? Realistic details? It seems like the PS5 has the edge. The Series S is looking like a surprisingly strong contender. And the Series X? Well, it seems to be the powerful all-rounder, giving you a fantastic mix of both performance and great visuals. So I'll turn it over to you. Based on this breakdown, which console's visual style gets you more excited to dive into the world of darkness? Is it the razor-sharp detail of the PS5, the balanced colors of the Series S, or that all-around power of the Series X? It's a pretty great reminder that this generation, the best graphics, well,